Welcome to Aerial Arts with Stef and Adele, Episode 6. In this video, I work my way through several skills on the hammock and the silts. What you're seeing here is probably my fourth attempt at this skill. The setup and the first part of the drop were no problem. It was the second part that threw me for a loop. I had to convince myself not to reach for the poles and just keep my arms open wide and then let myself flip back the other way. Once I got that down, I wanted to move on to the next part. Getting into the hip key was no problem, but that rollback, my right shoulder is still tight from when I fell on it a couple of years ago learning how to ski. I made the roll up that one time with Adele's help, but then after I got the hook, I got confused and flustered and I chickened out and I wasted the opportunity to affect the drop. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to roll up and grab that pole with my right arm again to try another time today. So we moved on to another move that looked pretty simple and fun, and it was, but it was a bit ouchy. I ended up with some bruises in my upper inner thighs. So then we moved on to the next little challenge. It wasn't a very difficult move, and of course I found it on Instagram and saved it, and we did it together. Poor Adele was having a bit of a bad day. She had a boo-boo right on her hip bone. Here I just went with an easy flow and I practiced a couple of roll-ups. Wanted to do a little improvisational flow, so I inverted and then I practiced a bit of a balance technique. I don't do the hammock very often, so I forget how it's different than the other apparatus. The one it's the most similar to is probably the straps. You can really spin on the hammock. Here, I am practicing an easy roll-up technique just for a bit of fun and to get up high. Last weekend was the first time we tried to do this particular move. It is a double belay entry, and then you do a split variation. We couldn't get it. I didn't understand that I needed to take the tail from in front of the pole as it was hooked over my left leg after the first turn. But then after watching the videos from last weekend, I figured it out and I was able to do it theoretically at first, and after a few tries, we're getting this down. I still want to smooth it out. I think this move has a lot of potential to go into a sequence. I in particular want to level my split out. I have a bad habit of pulling the front leg down too far. My arms while doing the front flip so that I finished completely extended, it would be so much prettier. Here I'm going through a final run, and we've got a dual perspective. I set up the Osmo as well as the Insta360 so that we could see in better detail all of the little nuances of this fairly complicated sequence. I plan to build more on this skill in the future. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you bothered to watch this whole video, I would love it if you commented and you told me why you watched this video in the first place. Do you know me? Are you interested in aerial arts yourself? Are you just wondering why a 55-year-old lady is being ridiculous and flipping around and twisting herself up in material suspended from a hook, 12 feet up in the air? Yeah, just let me know. Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Ciao.